um Belohnungen. Weg. Finde die versteckten Graffitis im blauen Gebiet. Los! Band 1. Du wirst dich in den Zielbereich teleportieren. Ja, mach mal. Sicherheitszone betreten. Spielhallen-Herausforderung. Versteckte Codes. Folge den Hinweisen zu den versteckten Codes. Interaktiere mit ihnen, um die jeweiligen Belohnungen zu erhalten. Irgendein blaues Gebiet? Was für ein blaues Gebiet? Also ich muss irgendwelche Codes finden. Ist das ein Code hier? Graffiti? Ist das ein Graffiti? Das ist ein Graffiti.
When I was young.
Scanning. Ist da noch mehr oder? Ist noch ein drin, da gibt's noch mehr. Kann halt überall sein, ne? Gucken wir uns erstmal die Außenränder an hier. So. Dann kann es hier noch irgendwo sein. Oder da. Oder auf dem Boden. Oder an der Decke. Ich meine, wie viel suche ich überhaupt? Und das ist eine gute Frage.
Are you still in the mood to read a book?
Ich habe das noch eins. Da sind bestimmt auch von meinen versteckt. Wo kann man das eigentlich gucken, wie viel man noch hat? Namenlose Ehre. Was ist das mit den Graffitis? Besondere Aktion, nee. Ich rede schon wieder mit der Pflanze. Gießen nach Bedarf. Keine Ahnung, wo das jetzt war. Ja, jetzt habe ich nochmal den Überblick. Vielleicht sehe ich noch irgendwo ein Graffiti. Ich weiß noch nicht, wie viel ich suchen muss. Zumindest gibt es schon mal was Neues. Neue Missionen, Graffiti suchen. Gibt doch ein bisschen was Neues. Ich muss mich halt auf diese komischen Graffitis immer achten.
Not gonna happen. I'll say it again. I don't care what Runmei said to you, but there's no chance we're shutting down the simulated universe.
Herta, I've made my decision. Question. What have we invested into this project? Hundreds of system hours, the resources of an entire planet, and the most advanced technology in the entire universe. And what have we gotten in return? Unknowns, confusion, and a series of errors. In the beginning, we defined the simulated universe as a miniature world that could be used to discover the traces of the eons. But now, it's become something far removed from its original purpose.
The simulated universe is bound to make errors. You said that yourself, and that's exactly what we're experiencing. Why is that a problem all of a sudden?
I adore the vast amount of knowledge, but I cannot accept that the simulated universe remains simply a pending contract waiting to be attended to. Herta, think about it. How many surprises has this project given you? And how many disappointments has it given you?
The simulated universe
Das
never
ist Forschung.
You are what
Da hat man halt
disappoints
viele
me.
Probierungen. Versuche wollte ich sagen.
Really think of yourself as someone
Bis
so
irgendwas mal endlich
exceptionally
klappt.
amazing? Right now, you're more like someone from the Nitwit Society.
Herta, I
Du
don't mean to question
Pixelkragen,
you,
du.
nor do I want to deny the hard work you've put forth for the simulated universe. I just want to give more room for knowledge and inspiration to grow freely.
That's enough. Leave if you don't want to be part of this. Go tell the other two yourself. Oh, and take your tech with you. I don't need it. I can go find Adrian Taylor, or the red-nosed old man from Epsilon, or even the Intelligentsia Guild. At least they won't quit halfway. Ugh. Screw them. We've known each other for a long time. This is the first time I feel that you're nothing but a piece of ice-cold metal.
My apologies, madam. This all started with me. I was the one that brought up the request to end our academic collaboration. Well, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Herta or the project. The simulated universe is a great experiment, and Herta is a true genius. However, we have our differences when it comes down to our long-term vision for the future. These differences will often manifest into bias, and bias will get in the way of the formulation of knowledge. Deep down, I want to continue to believe in Herta. The question is whether one should end a collaboration that no longer holds true to its original intent. From an objective standpoint, I should end it immediately. Are you worried about her mental state?
Nein.
Then I'm glad I haven't caused you vexation on her behalf. The emotions of organic life are like tides. It is my fault for not noticing the trajectory of the moon. Let Herta be alone for a while, so she can calm her emotions. It'll be beneficial for our negotiations later as well. As for the simulated universe, if that's the reason you're here, maybe I can help in answering your questions. Search. Bonfire in the depths of the woods. A lone stone sword points to the stars. Punk Lord mentality. That is no ordinary curio, my friend. That is a love letter a Galaxy Ranger has written for the universe. Young madam, how much do you know about Punk Lord? It is a planet made of data and symbols. The edges of reality and illusion are blurred in Punk Lord, as are its days and nights. An ether cartridge is a chip that Punklordian hackers use to edit reality. The ways through which a hacker perceives and modifies the world are recorded on the chip.
Cartridge hört sich viel
It's a
cooler an als
recording of the hacker's
Kassette.
life and proof of their existence. The one on the space station belonged to someone truly legendary. He became a Galaxy Ranger by accident and spent many long years traveling among the stars. He encountered countless
Modul
fascinating
hätten wir uns
individuals
nennen
and saw
sollen.
wonders witnessed by few. Many of the records and details recorded therein are beyond the knowledge of even the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild. That is why it became part of the masses of calculation data for the simulated universe. Yes, no need to worry, my friend. The cartridge has never left the space station. It's, as I said, it is a very important reference for the simulated universe. That is why its data has been extracted and added to the calculations of the universe model. Herta was probably impulsive and added the cartridge into the simulation without telling anyone, resulting in the item being listed as lost. I understand your concern. If the individual in question did indeed try to hack into Herta's office, then the simulated universe is undoubtedly her next target. As such, please allow me to offer my limited abilities to assist you with your investigation, madam. As you already
Fräulein,
know,
Madam.
the simulated universe will be shut
Okay.
down temporarily. It will remain shut until Herta and I come to a clear conclusion. Yes, this is the last chance to investigate the cartridge data. By way of apology for shutting down the simulated universe, I will use my abilities in the universe to provide you with what assistance I can. This is my recommendation. Please take your time to consider it.
Sprich mit Lennart. Erzähl doch von
Did you
Lennart.
hear that? I was so scared I couldn't utter a single word. The simulated universe? Shut down? That's Madame Herta's biggest project. I can't imagine how mad she'd be if it fell through. Wait, this isn't my fault, is it? If I'd been able to stop the enemy's invasion, would Mr. Scrollum be less pessimistic? Thanks for trying to comfort me. This is terrible. I feel like I'm incapable of doing anything. Still, beating myself up all the time won't help either. We're here for the cartridge. At the very least, we must try and see this thing through. Having heard what Mr. Scrollum said, you're entering the simulated universe to continue the investigation, aren't you? I'm afraid I won't be able to accompany you. I'll be helping Mr. Scrollum monitor the system's internal data flow from the office. Ugh, I'm so nervous. This is the first time I've been involved in something so big. Anyway, I'll be cheering for you.
Auf in Simulator, bla bla.
Well, madam, are you ready?
I am ready.
Very well. Get going we shall. I will be sending you into the simulated universe using an alternative method. It might feel a little different than usual.
Das ist gut, neu ist gut. Endlich mal was Neues.
The vast sea of data. We'll start with this data link.
Nenn das bitte das Modul und nicht die
Please prepare
Kassette.
yourself for a deep dive with your consciousness.
...68 soll man sein. Das ist nicht wenig. Ich probiere es einfach mal. Die soll ich zur Probe. Und wer heilt dann? Ich probiere es mal ohne. Die muss drin sein, okay. Entweder eine Heilerin oder ich versuch's mal ohne. Mir eine 62er anzudrehen, wenn 67 sein soll, ist natürlich auch... Du verspürst eine Welle der völligen Schwerelosigkeit, durch die du die Beherrschung über deine Gliedmaßen verlierst. In einem Wirrwarr aus Symbolen kurz, aber strokartig. In dem neuen Simulationsuniversum. Ich bin... wo bist du? Mir geht es gut.
You are now inside the data link of the Ether cartridge. Look around and tell me what you discover. Hacker. Oh. Conclusion. That is a holographic record that the simulated universe has created. In here, regardless of how large or small, all variables are saved, including outsider traces. You were right. The enemy's invasion has spread to the deepest parts of the simulated universe. They were only a hair away from the Ether cartridge's data link. What we are seeing are the projections of what happened in those moments. Young madam, please stay still. Allow me to see what I can do with this record.
Hey, you! Why are you staring at me?
I initiated the simulation flow. This is just a record of the past. She's not actually talking to you. Please listen and don't interrupt her. We may be able to find out more of what we need to know.
First off, I'm not obsessed with it. On Punk Lord, the stories of the cartridge are no different from textbooks. I'm not interested in something that everybody already knows about. Secondly, it's not some kind of video game cartridge. It's an ether cartridge. It's the second pair of eyes, second brain, and second heart of the hacker. Do you understand what that actually means? With that cartridge, if a guy went to a movie premiere and bought some mixed popcorn, you'd be able to know the flavor of the fourth kernel he picked out of the bucket. It's truly amazing. Lastly, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not obsessed with it. The reason I'm still rambling about it is to make sure that you know how amazing it really is. Do you get it now, Kafka? Alright, let's get going. We have to move quickly. This place is different from the rest of the space station.
Okay,
We're
wir
on
spielen
genius
jetzt also
society
Kafka.
turf.
It is safe to assume that 2 people entered the simulated universe, her and her companion. Interesting. Let's see what happened next. You are now taking the point of view of the companion. She will react to your behavior now.
Wie sieht sie denn überhaupt aus? So eine Skibrille oder was soll das sein? Eine Sonnenbrille? Hä? Ich finde sie süß. Wer sitzt denn da? Ein Pflaster? Okay. Auf geht's. Die soll ich jetzt zur Probe spielen. Mal gucken, ob die was taugt. Was hatten die für ein... Y ist was?
100% break. 100. Time for a buzz.
Ich mach mal langsame Animation. Was ich nicht mitkrieg von ihr. Hier, das sind schwer.
100. Time for a buzz.
Die Animation gefällt mir schon mal.
Show no mercy!
Indestructible.
Das ist ja... Oh, kommt ja vor wie in Zeitlupe.
Fork in the road, huh? I got this. Wanna pick one first? Give your beloved instincts a try.
Technically, she is asking her companion to choose. The record will continue forward, even if you don't take any action.
Wrong choice. The correct answer is the path on the right.
Ich habe da ein Ereignis.
Not what we're looking for. It's a bait signal. Ugh, why would Herta put something like this inside the simulated universe? Doesn't she find it annoying when she has to find something herself? Never mind, I miscalculated. Let's try another sector.
She's actually on the correct path. She just needs to continue a little further. I trust that she too will realize this soon. We've met only once. Stellaron Hunter, Silver Wolf. We fought against one another before. Herta was there as well. She may have mentioned it to you. From my point of view, it wasn't a victory. It was more like a test than a duel. She would attack, and I would defend. Neither of us gave it our all. She wasn't able to break through my defenses, and I wasn't able to stop her from leaving. I never thought our next meeting would take place under these circumstances. I believe the continuation of our last encounter will soon arrive.
What the? This was the right way all along. Ugh, Herta's got some psychological tactics going on.
Seems like we can now continue forward.
Oh, back to the space station again. A riddle? Where's the skip button?
Oh, ein Rätsel. Warum kann ich denn da mal durchlaufen? Weil du eine Hackerin bist. Ich kann einfach durchlaufen? Nee. Hallo.
Time for a buzz.
Indestructible.
Man macht nur auf ein, also so toll ist die nicht.
Stand down. Here. It thunders!
Time for a buzz.
Oh,
Active
aber auch nicht
speed,
wenig.
Too slow.
Und das ist jetzt ihr Spezialding. Mir gefallen die Animationen. Die sind so Videospiel-like.
Time for a
Ich kann auch
buzz.
mal verlangsamen. Das wäre vielleicht ein Ersatz für Welt. Oder auch gut in einem zweiten Team.
Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Gast oder Gamm?
Finally, almost there. There's even a miniature Herta over here. Eesh. A little narcissistic, isn't she? The whole space
Yeah.
station is filled with her face. Portraits, statues, even projections of herself. I was planning on adding a mustache for her, but the spray didn't work. The entire space station feels like it's made of paper, but her portrait is near indestructible.
She's talking about that portrait in the elevator room, no? Herta commissioned me to design an encryption tool for her. Seems she ended up using it on her portrait. That's correct. The ether cartridge data is in the next room. Our pursuit is coming to an end. Yes,
Jetzt kommt der
that
Bossfight.
incongruous feeling has persisted throughout this long pursuit. She came for the Stellaron, but showed a strong interest in the curios. And just as we found out about the existence of the ether cartridge, she just so happened to show up in the simulated universe. I must admit, this feels less like a chase and more like a chance encounter. I recall a story about Punk Lord. It is said that graffiti is a special kind of symbol there. Hackers see reality as a magnificent game, an attempt to finish the stage we know as life.